Yes, we should be starting to be live across the media. And I'm
Live on
sorry
Twitter.
that, I'm sorry that it,
Live on YouTube.
I'm sorry that it takes a few minutes to filter down between everything as far as YouTube and then Twitch and also on Facebook. Some have up to 40 seconds where there's a delay before it shows that we're live. So I am waiting for the confirmation that we're live on all these channels before I start the show. But I would like to say that welcome you all to here to Let's Talk Shop with Russ, and the formal Let's Talk Shop with Russ will begin in just a few minutes. Yep, I've got it live now on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Live on Twitch.
I don't see the Facebook one yet.
Yeah, I don't see the Facebook one yet. It should pop up any minute. It's all one of the other is always way behind. Oh, there it is. It's now showing live. Yep, we got it live on Facebook also. So welcome to, and I'm sorry for this, the way it pans out when we go into this in the beginning. It used to be so simple when it was on the Google Hangouts. It was just like, welcome to Let's Talk Shop with Russ, and here we are. So now when I go through Zoom, which is, I like it because I can have all my panel members back, but I have also started using Restream. And so Zoom posts to Restream, and Restream posts to Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. So there's a little bit of delay when everyone gets it, but I just like to say welcome to Let's Talk Shop with Russ, and this is the way it's going to be from now on. We'll always have this little lollygag in the front until we get it all in there. And I appreciate you all being in here. A couple of announcements that I'd like to make is Jim Bashir's won't be here tonight. His aunt passed away, so he's going to be attending with his family to the funeral and such. So, Jim, thoughts and prayers with you, bud. You know, I had an aunt that I loved so very much. She was almost like my second mother, and I loved her to death. So, I mean, I remember going to her house, and I used to do some yard work and stuff for her, and she used to cook me this elaborate lunch with, like, I had to have pork chops and collards and cornbread, and oh my God, she just used to, and all I went over there and done was mowed her yard. So, but she used to make this elaborate lunch for me. So, Jim Bashir's, our thoughts and prayers are with you for the loss of your aunt. And the next is James Parker. He had talked about sending me all those scroll saw blades that he didn't like. Well, he sent them to me. There's a wallop amount of scroll saw blades in here. So, I mean, tons. Each one of these are a dozen. So there's got to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 12 dozen, 144 blades in here.
That's gross.
That's a gross. Yeah. I mean,
That's called hoarding.
yeah. So anyway, so thank you, James Parker. I got the blades you sent me, and I will put them to good use. Trust me. He said he didn't like these, and I told him I'll use them. So he sent them all too. So thank you, James Parker. I appreciate it very much for all the scroll saw blade you sent me. And the next thing I want to say is for my sponsors, Devobal Technologies. For web design, development, hosting, visit devobal.com. FastCap, innovative products for the professional woodworker. Go to fastcap.com. Rockler, 60 years in woodworking. Create with confidence. Visit rockler.com. Bearwood Supply Company, your best choice for hard to find woodworking supplies. Go to bearwood.com. Klingspor, the sanding specialist, woodwingshop.com. Seiko, the scroll saw specialist, seiko.com. Scrollnado dust collection for your scroll saw system on Amazon. So let's take me out of this. Oh, I don't want to do this. I want to go back to
Oh, geez, that was you doing that. You share screen. I thought I did something. I was clicking on something.
no, I'm trying to get back there. That's what I'm trying to get back to, is the gallery view.
I thought I had done that though, because I clicked on something at the same time.
No, it was me. I clicked on the wrong thing. I hope I didn't share any information out there that's going to hurt me as far as on my restream, but
I don't think there's probably anything there that's personally identifiable, basically, like stream.
Yeah, I hope not. I'll go back and review it. If I do, I'll delete the video afterwards. So, but I don't think any of my passwords or anything. I just think I went to the I'm just beginning to learn how to use this crap. I mean, it's not as easy. There's a lot of hoops you have to go through compared to the old Google Hangouts, where you went like start show, and boom, it was on. And even Brenda with Yardstream, I know she understands what I'm saying. It's like with Yardstream, it's like boom, you just start it. Mm-hmm. Well, for the Zoom, in order to get all you in here, I have to actually start the show. Then I have to go over to Restream if I want to broadcast it between the 3 channels and enter all that information, the URL for where it's going, the stream key, and another couple of things that I have to do, and my password, and then boom, it broadcasts it throughout the 3. So sometimes a pain in the butt, but it's worth it because I enjoy being here. So let's let everybody tell us who you are and where we can find you, and we'll start off with, as always, she's always on my left, Brenda G.
Thanks, Russ. I'm Brenda G of Brenda G's Designs. You'll find me all over the internet if you look for Brenda G's Designs. I'm on Etsy. I'm on Instagram, Teesprings, BitChute, Makers Media Network, Facebook, BrendaG'sDesigns.net, Twitter, and YouTube. On my YouTube channel, I do comedy and I do crafts, and I do a live stream on Thursday night with Matt Hawes. This coming Thursday, we'll be doing a giveaway, so hope everybody will tune in. You have to be present to win.
Cool. Mr. Al Forte.
Pardon me, I'm never second. I'm usually down the line.
Well, if you pay attention, then you wouldn't be a problem.
I was taking care of our chat.
Yeah, okay. Well,
there you go, Jimbo. That's for you, Jimbo. I was taking care of Jimbo is what I was doing. Al Forte, Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop, Kilroy 79763. If you just search for Kilroy 79763, you'll find me. I delivered a fort bed today, and some of you know what I'm talking about, but I asked the lady how she found out that I did stuff like that. And she said, I Googled Odessa, because that's where I live, and woodworking, and your name came up. So it was like, geez, why didn't I think of that? But anyway, I'm on YouTube and on Twitch on Sundays, Kilroy 79763. Great to be here. Thanks, Russ. We love you, man. Even though, we love you.
Don't even want to go there.
See?
Don't even want to go there.
Talk to the hand.
I'll go off and tell everybody all the behind the scenes stuff that you don't want them to know.
No. Next.
Yeah. Paul.
Al, is he trying to restrict what you talk about?
No, of course not. No, because he can't. He can delete me.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Paul Corliss from Paul's Messy Workshop. You can find me on YouTube at Paul's Messy Workshop, on Instagram at Paul's Messy Workshop, on paulsmessyworkshop.com. And I see Jim Bashirs is out in the chat. And Jim, sorry for your loss. And it'd be good to see you back here next week. And that's all I got, other than I'm glad you got this working tonight without Gage's help.
Yeah, I just saw that. He says, Jim Bashir says, hi, all in Tennessee at the funeral. Want to jump in and say hi. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that so very much. And like I said, I had a wonderful, wonderful aunt, and she was so special to me. Actually, it's kind of, she had a weird name. It was Aunt Teeny, like as in teeny, tiny, teeny, Aunt Teeny. And I did some work around, I was a handyman kind of guy. So I used to help her mow her yard every once in a while. I painted her house and did some things for her. And like I said, I would actually tell her, you need me to do this for you or do that? Well, I don't have how much money. Well, how much do you have? She goes, well, I can probably give you $20 to do this. And I went like, I'll take it, because oh my God, the lunch that she used to put on was worth more than what I was doing for her. I mean, it would be like cornbread and collards and a pork roast, and it just went on and on. She just cooked so much stuff. And I used to sit there, and the thing about it is I would eat lunch and I would go into her living room, and she had this beautiful, nice plush couch. And after I'd eat lunch, I'd lay on the couch and take a nap. Then I'd get up and go back to work. So she spoiled me, but Aunt Teeny, I loved her to death. I mean, she's gone on to be with the Lord. She's an angel up there flying around watching over me, but I loved her to death, Aunt Teeny. Oh, my goodness. So, but Jimbo has, I guess he said somewhere back that he acknowledged that I got the scroll. He said it was only 11 dozen, not 12. So it's not a full gross. It's only 11. So I appreciate that. And also, let's go back and let's look through Aussie Man's here tonight. I appreciate you, Aussie Man. Michelle Marcoux, T-Mac, James Parker. Who else do we have on here? Ken McCrory, he's out there. Leonard Davis. All the Jim Bashirs, naturally, he's out there. Chris Nealon's out there. I think I got to the Leonard Davis and Dixon Hoffman, which he's on the panel. So all those are out there in the chat, and I appreciate it. And don't forget to, all those who are out there watching, give me a thumbs up. We have 27 people watching right now. So I need to have 27 thumbs up, if you don't mind. I would appreciate it very much. So Brendan and Paul, I got you, right? Yep. So Katie.
Hi, folks. Russ was saying that he missed me, and I came in to fix that.
I did. I PM'd her this afternoon, and I said, I haven't seen you or talked to you in a while, and I hope you're doing well, and we love and miss you very much. So
it's just been a little nutty here. I was getting some grading done and getting my dog yard expanded, and the first guy that come in to do the fence, well, I ran him off, and but now the dog yard is expanded, but the horses are in the expanded dog yard till I can get the horse fence all redone and a bigger place for them. So now I got this little mini mule guy, and he's learned to play whack-a-dog, kind of like whack-a-mole, but it's whack-a-dog. When they stick their head out the doggy door, he's waiting on them.
The wax on the head. Oh, there, no. Al, it's fading out into the green screen. It fades out in the green screen. Al made a whack of Russ.
Yeah. The green screen is bad for that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I hear whack-a-mole, man, I got it close by.
Yeah, he made a thing that has Russ's head pops up where they can whack him on top of it. So he did that a few years ago, like 3 years ago now, isn't it? So, well, good to have you, Katie. We have missed you. We have your ornery self. I mean, my wife thinks you're about the greatest thing in the world because you give me so much heck. So,
Well, I can do that.
yeah, I know you can.
Yeah, 'cause
Trust me.
She probably needs help.
Well, no, she don't need any help. Trust me, she don't need any help. She can handle it on her own, but
She needs to day off now and then.
your explanative of poor, what do you want to say it? Poor favors or whatever they come out of your mouth.
Expletive deleted.
Oh yeah, she enjoys them.
Oh, okay, I got plenty of those.
Yeah, she enjoys them. And I'm like, why do you got to give me so much grief? And my wife went like, I ain't giving it to you. She is.
Because you deserve it. I mean, good grief.
So,
I mean, when I first came on the pre-show, you were just bitching and whining about everything in the world and all everybody. And
whoa. I wasn't bitching and whining about. I was tired of y'all carrying y'all's little childish ass.
Ooh, I'm not glad I didn't say something.
Yeah, childish ass. How do I want to put it? Childish ass.
Commentary?
Well, just. I
Observations?
swear, if I would have out in the audience everybody that was in the chat on the PMs when I post the show and everything about everything, y'all, this whole panel bitches more than my wife.
Hey, Russ, do you want me to copy and paste the chat minus the link over?
No,
No?
it's just, and I'm like, y'all just like when I post something, y'all just like, oh, what does this mean? It was kind of like plain as black and white.
One time.
And then I'm like, oh my God, what is a
listened to
maker?
yourself
What is a
ever?
maker? Well, I don't know. A maker can make anything. It doesn't have to be wood. It can be steel. It
Well, I
can be
make a
metal. It
mess.
can be.
That's about all I've made lately.
I don't get
And
it.
it goes on and on when I get this stuff before the show even starts. And I'm like, y'all are worse than my grandkids. I swear to God.
I have more.
My grandkids don't give me this much grief trying to start a damn show. So,
Well, they hadn't learned how yet. Give them a little time.
well,
We'll teach them.
hopefully so.
Hey, send it to me. I can teach them.
Yeah. So anyway, Dixon.
I'll send them home with a dog.
Hey everybody, I'm Dixon Hoffman. You can find me at hoffmansignsandDecals.com/3D printing and on Facebook. Good to be
Great.
here.
Dixon's one of the few people that don't give me any grief.
I was too busy.
If I was to pick a co-host, I think Dixon would be the one because he don't give me
I was so
crap.
busy watching it, I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah. So Chris.
Hey, gang, Chris here from the Old Cranky Workshop. Find me on Facebook and YouTube. We're shut down for the winter because it's 17 degrees outside right now.
Is it
And
really?
Yep, and a snowstorm bearing down on us.
17 degrees.
Yeah, wrap your head around that for a few minutes. So
Ooh. Yeah. How long is it supposed to last?
we'll be up and operating by Monday. I'm not worried about it. We'll just
Okay.
hunker down
So
in the house.
tonight, Sunday, and into Monday, and then the temperature start rising
Well,
up.
it's supposed to go back up and do some raining tomorrow, but it's still going to be cold and wet and icy. So,
Shit.
well, That's New England.
What's
We'll be
Monday's
back to-
temperature supposed to be? Look.
I think the high is in the 30s tomorrow.
But
But that's
Yeah,
once
you're-
the sun
you're-
comes up.
You're out east of me a little bit, but you're going to be getting some real cold 17s and 16 degrees.
We're there right now.
You'll get that in another week, another round.
It's all right. That's what the work day is for. That's why I work in an office, not outside.
Yeah.
So, but the shop is shut down until spring. So we'll be back out there hopefully come March.
Yeah. T-Mac said it was 78 today and sunny by the pool. He lives here in Middle Florida with me. Yeah.
Hey, in a year and a half, I hope to be your neighbor down there.
Mr. Dubois said it's 6 inches.
Doughboy.
I guess he's
It's
Mr.
Doughboy.
Oh, Doughboy. I'm sorry. I had.
Doughboy.
You got
Yeah,
glasses,
well-
you still can't
Oh,
read.
Paul, you're gonna get me in trouble, man.
Yeah. He
Why is
said
that?
that it's 6 inches
6 degrees.
or 6 degrees. Oh, okay. Well, the little star beside it's hard to remember if it's not a degree or whatever. But 6
Well, do you
degrees here
need
in
new
Maine.
glasses already? You just got those.
6 degrees here in Maine.
He brought out the
Crickets.
unicorn.
Crickets.
I just want to notice I hadn't said a word about the glasses.
Uh,
Paul, I think we're being ignored.
Chris Nealon says snowing in Niantic.
Niantic. Hey, get
I'm
around.
not saying a word.
3 inches so far.
Yep, he's just south of us. That's coming up the coast to us.
Yes, an Aussie man sent it to put out more of our fires. Yeah. So Aussie man lives in Australia and they have been plagued with fires. You know, there's been like 100 or more than 100 people arrested for starting fires in Australia. And I'm thinking to myself, really? Are you that freaking stupid? I mean,
Yes.
they have.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they have no idea to the damage they've not only done to their country, to the forest and stuff, but the koalas and kangaroos and wombat. I mean, it goes on and on and on to the amount of animals that they have killed for stupidity starting these fires. So I'm like,
Yep.
you know, I think somebody posted this today, and when I say this, I know I'm going to get some flack about it, but I think they ought to put them in a room like the Germans did with the Jews and just set them on fire, just to show them what it feels. I mean, I really do, because
Yeah, I got no mercy for those people.
I don't have, yes, all those innocent, like koala bears and all these innocent animals that have died. I saw some pictures the other day, about a week ago, and when I was scanning through the pictures, it ran across some of the kangaroos. They were running in mid form and got fried in that fire, and they were still standing there posturing. And I went to myself, really? And you idiots are starting fires? Just, I have no absolutely sympathy for you. And it's whatever happens to you happens. I mean, but I would love for you to be out in the middle of the woods and them set it on fire and let it catch your ass and burn you up like it did to some of those innocent animals. They did not deserve this. They did not deserve this. And like I said, put them in a room and fry their ass. So, I mean, that's just senseless, just totally senseless. When you've seen some of these pictures, it brought tears to my eyes. There was no reason for this. Absolutely no reason for this. And I understand if it was a natural thing where they had a thunderstorm come through, they had lightning strikes, and it set off brush fires, that can happen. But over 100, I think it was 148 people have been arrested for starting brush fires. Aussie man, if you could, if you understand what I mean, if you could post that, is that not correct? Like 148 or over 150 people have been.
250. So.
Yeah, I let it go through. I let it go through.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm glad you did that, Al.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. I know this is a family show, but I will say this right off the bat, and I believe this 100%. 250 people arrested and bastards. Sorry for the cussing, he said, and he's correct. This is sick. This is sick. Why would you do that? Especially, I mean, these poor animals that have had nothing to do with anything are being trapped and burned alive. There's just read somewhere it's approaching 1 billion animals for probably before this thing is over with will have died. Sad.
It's not one of the 7 words you can't say on TV, according to George Carlin. And the last one, it doesn't even belong on the list. It sounds like a snack. Anyway.
But it is pretty pathetic when they would start fires in their own country.
It is. Agreed.
Jimbo said, "Nice glasses. Where you been, Jim?" I wore these for the last couple of months.
Paulie's taking some of the heat off of you.
Yes, he is. Thanks, Jimbo.
So anyway, and I hate I got on that little ramp, but it's pathetic. It's just sorry. But so we're gonna highlight YouTube channels tonight. And you can be a woodworker or a maker. I've got a few next week. Oh, by the way, next week we're going to have a very special guest on the show.
Russ forgot who it is.
I did. Actually, I did.
Special guest. Who is it?
Well, I have to. Steve Carmichael.
Oh,
Ooh.
good.
Cool.
Yeah, Steve Carmichael is going to be on here next week and talk about some of the
Steve in a
stuff
while.
he's been- Yep.
He's been out in the chat kind of here and there.
Well, he's going to be. I wanted him to go on tonight, but when I PM'd him several times, or I PM'd him once, and he said he forgot, and I PM'd him again. But anyway, he said that he was busy and forgot about my PM, and he didn't respond back to him, and he apologized, and I understand that. I mean, we all get busy, but anyway, so he was talking about tonight, and I said, can you push it off to next week, because I already got the theme set about highlighting woodworkers wood channels, or woodworkers and maker channels. And he goes, yeah, I'll wait until next week. So hopefully he will be here next week and we'll highlight him. So let's get down to it. So Brenda, you got anybody?
Yes, I do. I'm gonna set this up to share the screen.
Yep, it should take over and
We'll hit the
kick
button
us all
here
off
and see if that shows it. Did that bring it up?
Yes.
Yes.
This is PMK Woodworking, and he is just south of Nashville, Tennessee. He does all kinds of woodworking stuff as a business, and he builds it all. You can see here up here on the banner on his page. He calls it the Green Barn, where he does all of his building. And he's got a lot of nice videos. He's been on here. Let's go to his about page. He's been on here since September 12th of 2006, and he's got about 4,600 subscribers to his channel. We'll go over here to his videos, and his latest video, he shows how to do wainscoting. He does all kinds of indoor builds.
All right, since everybody corrects me, it's called wainscoting, not wainscoting.
Yay!
To each their own, tomato.
Well, everybody gives me heck, so I'm gonna give you heck right back.
To each their own, tomato. But this particular video here, he is doing an entertainment center in a time lapse, and I've even speeded it up a little bit more. But
wow,
he shows this thing going in. It's a custom build that he's putting in a house.
I was
really impressed with this. And
I have that same table saw.
How he slaps
Yeah,
this
I can
together.
move at that speed too.
Wow.
Yeah, that's like bookshelves and everything.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
wait, it even gets more impressive as he does this. I mean, we'll go through it a little bit.
Is this a
further.
job he had?
Holy,
Yes.
yeah.
Nice work. Oh, I like the
Oh,
doors.
barn doors.
Oh yeah, barn doors. Oh yes, sliding barn doors.
And then down at the bottom of it, he puts in drawers. See this?
Yes, he does.
Yep.
Well, he
Wow.
works as fast as you do, Al.
I need that in my shop.
That looks nice.
This is
That's
the
a
kind of
nice
work this
setup.
guy does.
It is. Nice.
Yes, very, very nice.
So I've been very impressed with the work that he does there. And I thought that I
MK
would-
Woodworking.
PMK. His name's Paul, and he's out of Franklin, Tennessee. And he has a lot of really nice nice projects and stuff that he has here on his channel. He does benches, and here's a sliding barn door console that he's put on this one. We can get in this. He shows parts and stuff there that he's using to put this thing together, and the nuts and bolts, and
Yeah.
he makes it
Wow,
slide.
yeah.
The details what counts.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. Nice.
And
Guy's a kid too.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a kid. He's youngy.
he's a young fella. Here's a reclaimed pallet wood wall.
Mm,
Oh
Nice.
wow,
nice.
Love those.
Yeah.
that looks nice.
So yeah, he does a lot of really nice work, and so I thought I'd showcase him and show you the stuff that he does. But yeah, he's got
That's
good
nice,
videos
yeah.
there and shows the different things there. that
Well,
he's
I will
made.
tell you what. Before the night's over, I will go over to PMK Woodworking, and he
I'm
will
going
be.
to put it in the chat.
I'll subscribe to him tonight or tomorrow.
If I can
Yeah,
get
put
it to-
Put it out there in the chat, and also, if you would not mind, all of you who do have people that you have highlighted, like tonight, put it also into the remarks or down below so that we can go to them and highlight them or like them,
Subscribe to that one.
subscribe to them, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. I'm leaving a message that we have highlighted his channel on your show, Russ.
Good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Al, do you have anybody?
Oh, do I have anybody? No.
What's your name?
All right. Let me go ahead.
What's your name? What's your address?
Let me share my
Can I
screen.
get in on this?
All right. So this is where I left off. Of course, this is what Brenda had just showcased, and I was getting ready to leave a message. But anyway, so I thought it was just makers and woodworkers, and I thought, hey, a car mechanic makes people happy, and a car mechanic does different things. But anyway, I'll just go on. So the first one I could think of was what was this guy, Scotty Kilmer, and this is the way he starts
Rev up your engine.
his videos. And I'm not going to go too much into this, but if you're a car
Today I'm
buff,
gonna talk about the perfect beater work car.
$1,000 car. Anyway, go subscribe or go follow this guy, especially if you like to make bucks or not give your made bucks away to people. So anyway, our discussion was kind of what the show was supposed to be for tonight. Was it makers and wood? And I said, hey, this guy lives in the woods, and actually he doesn't live in the woods. It looks like he lives in East Texas somewhere. But
No, well, go ahead. And what does he do? Actually, he shows you how to repair your car.
oh well, okay. I wasn't going to go into it, but I
Go
will.
ahead.
I had a lineup of different ones. So Scotty, and really, I really like this guy. He's got 2.99 million subscribers.
Holy
And-
shit!
Yes.
Well, he must be do something right.
That's my point, Russ. That's why I wanted to go down this route. But
Yes, go
I
ahead.
off a little bit. I mean, he talks about why cars are in America have gone the way they have. Myths for stupid people, what they fall for, and I don't know if you want me to show his videos.
No, we'll go ahead and do the myths for stupid people. I want to see that one.
First oil filter, do performance filters do anything better for performance? Modern cars, you don't have to break them in like when I was a young mechanic. We used to change the oil the first 500 miles.
I don't know if you
So
can
we
hear.
used to change the oil regularly every 3,000 miles too, because cars didn't even have oil filters back in those days. They just had oil. So you can change it to 3,000 miles. Now, as for the performance oil filters, they're better filters. They filter better, but they don't make your car perform any better. It's
Right, right. A performance oil filter, right?
It's just if you're a bad boy or girl and you don't change your oil very often.
He gives information that's very understandable. It's not technical to the point.
And he's right. The filters are there for, I agree with him 100%. The filters are there for the idiots that don't change it as often as they should.
Right. I saw one on transmission fluid today where he's talking about the dealer. And this happened to me. I went into the dealer. They wanted to flush my transmission out because it hit 100K. He says, no, you're pushing all that crud through there. And, he kind of talks in high pitch.
Right.
But anyway, car lovers, got to go see this. Now, let me go down the line because I got a little more here. Oh, no, wait.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thousands in car scams.
Here, I'm going to show you how to do an overall check on a car.
There's a check on a car.
Okay.
I'm going to continue because Paul and I were talking about cars. I've got an old car in the Mustang, an old Mustang in the garage, and I want to start working on it. And Russ, how you said you want to go do the cooking. I want to work on my Mustang. I want to.
That's right. And if you have to take it to a mechanic, you want a place that you can trust because they will rip you off in a heartbeat.
This guy definitely helps you. So in talking about the Mustang, I wanted to do the dash in my Mustang out of wood. Well, they've got wooden veneers like this, and that'd be okay. And I thought, wow, just as I was sitting here thinking, I could probably do it on my CNC machine or maybe on the scroll saw. Hey, I got some patterns right there, don't I? So I started looking around for wooden dash, because wooden dash is what I wanted to do. And that right there is what I really want to do. I want to take and make the whole dash. If anybody knows out there a pattern or something that I could maybe put on the CNC and cut a wooden dash, might be able to make it 3D printed, but I'd love to have a wooden dash.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be cool.
So as I was searching, what I found was making a Ford Mustang out of wood. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta have this. I gotta have it. So
that's fantastic.
And make the whole Ford. This is DM Ideas. This is the one that I said was 244,000 subscribers. Okay. And then I, scroll saw all the patterns and stuff. Down here, he talks about where, what he used. Here's the plans for the wood Mustang. Okay. I think this one's like $6, which, well, whatever $9.95 is that pounds, guys? Whatever that price is.
Yes.
I would give it personally. But then I went to his website or to his YouTube site. Look at all the stuff he's got. Let me click on the videos. I mean, this guy's got some really, really.
Holy crap.
Yes.
I tried to tell you about this guy 2 years ago, and would you listen? No.
No, you know what?
No.
Katie, I'm with you.
You snooze, you lose, Katie. So, hey, look, it looks like he's
about it.
Look, he's making a kitchen slicer for you. Oh, we don't want to see no. I guess we're gonna have to see it. He's making
thinking we've seen him before, and then Katie brought that up.
A kitchen slicer. Where is it? Just for you, Russ, for the kitchen. Anyway, I feel like I'm taking too much time, but let me.
You're not taking too much time. You got all the time in the world.
Okay. So then I clicked on his website, and it's dmidea.edu or EU. I'm sorry, .eu. Here's a little DeLorean. Okay, made out of wood.
Oh, no way. He made a DeLorean out of wood?
Yes. He's got a DeLorean made out of wood.
Well, you make a time machine out of DeLorean.
Right? That's right. Yeah. You got it, Chris. You got it. So there's the pattern for it, right? And here, it gets better, guys. He's got a Santa sleigh for Santa Claus.
Holy crap.
Then look what it says. Click on images for free plans. Click on images. Well, this one, click on image for pattern. So that's probably a sellable one, but he's selling others. I mean, he's giving other stuff away. Free plans on a lock.
Wow.
That lock right there, et cetera, et cetera. So I keep going down the line. We're back to his page. Hold on. Let me
make sure you put into the chat, or how I want to put it.
Yeah, the DM.
I'll do both.
well,
I'll put it into the
Yeah,
chat.
put it down there, and so that when people come to watch the video, you will have the link down there.
I will
Yeah,
certainly.
I'm digging that lock.
Yeah, this stuff, he is incredible. Yes, he's
Agreed. So then I stumbled in on the maker himself, the master maker himself.
oh, Adam Savage.
If you guys don't know Adam Savage,
Yes,
this
I
guy
am.
has one day builds. This
He
is
is on my watch list, and I watch him.
And we have a brand new one-day build. I wanted to start off a little bit slowly with you watching me pull this puppy out, because this is the problem I'm going to try and solve today.
okay.
You
So
know that in my cave, I love.
that's what he's going to do with that. He's got a lot of stuff in there
Oh,
too.
no, I've seen his shop. I wished I had his problem.
Yes. Oh yes. Yes. Exactly.
Adam Savage. Yes.
Savage. Yes. Adam Savage tested from.
What was his on Discovery Channel? Him and the other guy.
yeah, him and his
Mythbusters.
brother.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
wasn't his brother. It was
Come
him.
on,
And
guys. Come on, guys. Say it, because it was on the tip of my tongue.
I know. I can't think of it.
Mythbusters.
Mythbusters.
That's it.
Yes.
The
But
fuck?
anyway.
I just said that.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, Mythbusters. It wasn't his brother. It was him
thought that
and
was
the
his
other
brother.
guy entered into a deal, and they used to do the special effects for a lot of the shows, the movie shows that we watch today.
Yes.
And so they used to do a lot of the special effects. And
Jimbo says Jamie Hinneman.
Jimmy Heineman.
Heineman.
I think it was Heineman. Yeah, Heineman. I think it was his name. Yes, Jamie Heineman. Him and them
not
used to
Hyman.
Hyman.
No, not Hyman.
Anyway, I think it was Heineman.
That's what it was, Jamie Heineman.
Yeah,
I
Heineman.
thought they were brothers at first.
No,
They're
they
not.
weren't brothers.
Right.
And actually, they, I had read some stuff a long time ago about their relationship. They really didn't get along well. They did. They realized they were great with each other for building their promotion and doing the special effects, and they calmed down the stuff for the when they did it on the Discovery Channel for the movies and stuff, when they showed it behind the scenes when they did their show. But they kind of clashed a lot behind the scenes. So is what I read.
Yeah, I had heard that as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were opposites. He's real wild, and then the other one was
Very
real
straight.
meticulous and straight.
Yeah, this
Jamie
has gotta
was
be
real
like,
straight.
we got to do it like this,
Yep.
and there's no other way around it. So, but they were able to pull off a bunch of movie special effects that nobody else could do, and
Right.
and I watched their Mythbusters. I watched every episode. Trust me, I love that show.
That rack that he just pulled out, I built that. I built one of those about a month ago. Them things are handy.
Yeah. So, yeah, Jamie Heineman, and yeah. So that's thank you, Al. All of them are great.
Good deal. Glad you guys liked them. I
Yeah,
am.
no, that was great. That was awesome. And I didn't limit it to the newbies or anything. If you read what I posted in the thing for the private message, it was find some woodworkers and makers. Makers is what my wife said. It opens it up to the broad medium.
Yep.
You can make with wood, you can make with metal, you can make with plastic, you can make with pretty much anything. So, and then I got the pain in the ass people going like, asking me all these damn questions. I'm like, really, really, children? Do you not understand as of yet? Paul, did we get yours?
Not yet.
Well, then, Paul, you're next.
I got a couple of them.
Well, that's fine. You can take all night. We're partying all night till the cow come home.
The first one, the first one I did here, I gotta figure out how to work this thing. Give me a.
Share the screen. Yeah, I know that's complicated with this new Zoom stuff.
The first one I got, I did it kind of out of sympathy because this guy needs all the help he can get. this guy came up with this channel called All Things YouTube.
I wonder who this dumb idiot is.
And
Oh my goodness.
he's on every Monday night, and he cries all the time that he can't get any money because he doesn't have 1,000 subscribers. And I just wanted to do my part to help him get 1,000 subscribers so he can get things like super chats and he can monetize, because he cries all the time and points out that he has 235 subscribers.
Right.
So I just wanted to do my part to help him.
If all y'all don't know, if all y'all don't know by now, this is Matt Haas's. He has awesome wood things, but this is his other channel, All Things YouTube.
And I was so hoping he'd be in the panel tonight.
Yeah, Brendo, is his show on Monday nights? I think
it shows on Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah.
And he's my cohort in crime there on the
Thursday nights.
Thursday night show that I have on my channel called Mind Equals Blown.
Right, but he does this All Things YouTube.
But I couldn't get the link fast enough. It's sitting in another tab I'm working on.
I'm not quite sure exactly where Matt is tonight, but I think he's crying someplace because I made him go buy another Powerball ticket. Me and him's both playing the Powerball, and we've had an agreement that we were going to split the pot. You know, if we win the big jackpot money, and so he was trying to just get me to go buy the ticket and split with him. I said, listen, you don't go buy the ticket and I win. Sorry about your luck, dude. And so he's crying today.
For real.
Because he had to go buy the ticket.
So anyway, his All Things YouTube channel is every Monday night. He has a live stream and he talks about all the stuff that's going on with YouTube and like
and
the COPPA thing.
He's got a lot of good information.
Yeah, a lot of good information. So
and unfortunately, it conflicts with me watching Jeopardy. So I have to watch it on the rerun because I don't miss Jeopardy. So, but anyway, this is Matt's show, and it's well worth watching. If you haven't watched it, it's worth watching.
No, it's not. Don't watch it.
The second guy I've been watching this guy for a few years. We've gotten to be pretty good friends, and it's a cut above woodworking. And Kenny Earrings is what he goes by. His name's Kenny, and he lives in Toronto. And he puts out a lot of videos. He puts out a video every Friday, and then he has Alternative Tuesdays, which he puts out a video that may or may not have anything to do with woodworking. And he's got a lot of them. Let's see if I can bring them. He makes things like right here. He made a sliding. Let me shut this off. I hate these.
You have to go through the
I'm not gonna go through the whole video. I just wanted to he made a sliding T-bevel.
Oh, that's cool.
And I mean, it's really beautiful. It's made with walnut handle. He's got aluminum part on it, but he goes through all how to make it and everything he does. And let me get back a little bit. He's made furniture. He's really into making models. I was just seeing if I could find one of his models here. He does some beautiful, beautiful things with making wooden models. He made a fire truck that's just amazing. There's one of his models he worked on, but he goes through step by step how he makes it and how he machines all the parts and on his models he doesn't buy any parts like the wheels of the steering wheel or anything. He makes everything for these models. And I don't know if I can see the finished product here on this one or not. Let's see. Down here you can see he made a roll top desk
Wow, that's an accomplishment within itself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see.
I have to go. Kenny earrings.
Yeah.
I think,
Yep.
make sure you put that in the comments below so that everybody else can find this place.
There you can see
That's a
the,
semi. Oh, wow.
yeah, you can see the detail in the stuff that he
Yeah.
made.
Wow.
And he even makes his own dowels
Jeez.
for all his models.
Wow.
They're beautiful.
Wow.
But anyway, that's the two I got, and I'll stick both of their links.
Yeah, put the links in the comments below so that we can all go
Now I gotta
find them.
now I gotta figure out how to unshare here.
Luana Pierce is out there. Aussie Man is still out there.
Button on
T-Mac,
top, Paul.
Chris
Button on
Nealon,
the
Russ
top.
Meadows.
As
Russ
in-
Meadows said that they were having a storm tonight, so he might not be able to be here in. It should say somewhere you can unshare it.
Yeah, I thought on
You
mine.
gotta
I
pull
think
down the menu at the top.
Somewhere there's got to be a button. I hate this thing.
Put your cursor clear up at the top of the screen in the middle.
It will
In the middle of the screen at the
in the
top.
middle of this.
At the very top of the screen and in the middle, if you hover your mouse over it, it should show you how to all the way up, Follow. Yep. It doesn't do that.
No, but let me try something else here. Give me just a second here. Well, there, I did something.
Hey.
No, I found it.
Oh, you did? Thank you.
I was able to override it and see.
All this technology is too confusing for an old man.
Well, I know you're older than I am, old man, but I'm having problems understanding it too. So, anyway, so let's go back through the chat. Aussie Man still with us. Luana Pierce. Russ Meadows, and Russ, how's the weather where you're at? I mean, I know we talked about it earlier that you wouldn't be on because of the weather. So, T-Mac, Chris Nealon, all you are out there in the chat. I appreciate it so very much. Thanks for heads up not doing the females of the race.
Did Katie drop off?
Yeah, I was wanting to know. I was going to try to get somebody could PM her over on Facebook and see what's going on.
Might have just had to step away. She didn't close it down. Just turned her camera off.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on. Luana Pierce seems that I'm not sure what's going on out there, but anyway, don't get upset. We'll do Russ Meadows if we can. Don't get upset. And when we're talking about the wildfires in Australia.
I don't even know what they're talking about.
I don't either.
I'm not watching the.
I didn't kick her. There she is. She's back.
Oh,
They were
I
saying
had
they were going like, "Did I kick you off?" And I'm like,
Russ
"Oh,
did it. Russ did it.
I had to put a log on the fire and get a cup of coffee and threaten the dog.
threaten the dogs." I watched a video today of animals and some of the stuff they do, like get a hold of the toilet paper roll. And why did my screen change colors? Anyway, you know how the dogs get a hold of the toilet paper, or cats even do it too, the toilet paper, and just string it through all out the house and everything. I watched a video and I sit there and laugh my butt off at some of the stuff these animals do. Like a guy come home and the whole side of his recliner was tore off, and the dog was sitting there and he looked, "Did you do this?" And the dog looked like, "No. I don't know what the hell are you talking about. I didn't do this." You know, it's like.
But then some dogs, it's like the guilt just shows all over. They can't help it.
Well, I realize that. Yeah, that's what you call crate training, where you have to put them in a. My daughter, she had several dogs, and she worked for a veterinarian, and it's called crate training. You put them in a crate in the morning, and you come home, and they have food and water, and when you come home, you let them out. And that's not animal abuse. They just have to learn, because some of these dogs, if you let them loose in your house for 8 hours in a day, they will wreak havoc in your house. So you have to do what's called crate training. And so that they know when you come home in the morning or you leave, you put them in the crate. And when you come in the afternoon. Now, since she worked for a veterinarian for a long time, she used to take the dog with her sometime to work. And if they weren't really busy, and he could run around in there with the other pets of the other people that work for the vet. So, but
they'll find a way to amuse themselves.
Yeah. His name was Zoe. I bought Zoe for her for, I think it was a graduation present when she graduated high school. I'm trying to think. It's been a long time ago, and because she's 37, so she probably graduated high school 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. So it's been 20 years. So, but Zoe was a black Cocker Spaniel, and he was probably one of the most significant, friendliest, fun-loving pets. You couldn't pet him. If you walked in the house, you did not touch him. You just said, "Hey, Zoe," and you just walked in and ignored him, because if you pet him, he would pee all over the place. The doctor gave her medicine to give to him so that he wouldn't get so excited, so he wouldn't pee all over the place. But if you walked in the house and just walked in and said, "Hi, Zoe," and ignored him and walked in straight over, he'd be okay. If you walked in the house and said, "Hey, Zoe," and pet him, but it was a sprinkler system all over everywhere. So that was one of the things. The next thing was when my daughter had him. Actually, when I bought him for my daughter, he lived here in my house. So when she moved, she took him with her. But anyway, so we used to babysit him. She would dog sit him, if they go off for a little while. She used to bring him over, and he'd love to be, back in the house again where he knew. So what was so funny about this is I did not want him in I don't want an animal in my bed. I don't care if it's a cat or a dog. I'm sorry. That's my bed. It's not for you. Well, this little bastard would jump into my bed, and my wife would be sitting there waiting, and he would get underneath the covers and hide. He would get underneath the covers and hide. I'd walk in the room, and Nancy would go, and she'd point down, and you'd see that little damn tail sticking out from underneath the covers, wagging everything. He was up in the bed. He was hiding. He knew I didn't want him in the bed, but yet he'd get up there anyway, and I was like, "Zoe, are you in my bed?" And he would he just stopped. freeze. They tell him when we quit wagging or whatever, and I roll back the covers. And he's like, "I'm in here." There's nothing you can do about it. So he was a crazy dog. He's been gone for a few years now. But Zoe, he was an incredible. Like I said, we used to watch him all the time for her, and used to have something. He loved. He'd dart. I would tell my wife, I said, "You getting kind of sleepy?" And this dog was so smart. He knew what we're talking about. I said, "You getting ready to go to bed?" When he heard that word, straight in the bedroom, up on the bed, and hide underneath the covers, waiting for me to find him.
That sounds like Bella.
Does it sound like Bella?
Only thing she doesn't get underneath the covers. That was a rare shot of Bella underneath covers the other day.
No, he'd get underneath the covers and hide. He'd get underneath there and hide, hopefully that I wouldn't see him, so he could sleep there.
Yeah, they're sneaky, aren't they?
Dixon, we went through you?
Yes, I have somebody. Let me see. Hit the share, see what happens. Share.
It looks like it's sharing a black screen. Yeah,
get this over here and maybe maximize it. There we go. The guy is called My Self-Reliance. I started watching this guy. I stumbled on him about a month ago, and every time I go to his site, I swear he gains 10,000 more people, subscribers. He's got 1.2 million right now. And what he does is he used to own a business with partners in the big city and made a ton of money, well over 6 figures. And they lost it. He lost it all in a recession. And then he started over and gained it half back. And then he said, enough is enough. And he left the city and he's building a cabin. He built a cabin. He bought some land in Canada and built a cabin. So now he's on his own. And everything he builds by hand with hand tools. The logs, the saw, and then he had to build a small cooking area and a sauna where he could take a bath and stuff.
Pretty cool.
Once he got done with the cabin, then he had to add a piece on because now his daughters this year, his wife moved in with him, and his daughters went off to college.
Well, hell, I wouldn't want my wife moving up with me.
Yeah. So he had to make it a little more comfortable. So he added on a room, but it's pretty cool how he goes through. It's sort of a real relaxing channel.
You know, Dixon, that's how life should be.
Yes, exactly. It's
building the house without your wife? Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, Nancy's gonna get you, Russ.
Nope.
He's
I'm
gonna get in
go
trouble.
on document saying that's too much like work. I need her there.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But if you want to get away, and people get fed up with, and this guy, he really.
What is it called? Off the grid?
My Self-Reliance.
No, but I'm saying you get off the grid
he's off the grid. And,
off the grid.
And he's got another channel that he started because
holy shit, he's got like 290K views on that thing from one day ago.
Oh yeah, he's got 1.2 million subscribers now.
Wow.
He's just growing like crazy. And then he
is.
He has a quadcopter, I know, so he does overhead views and stuff in Canada. It's just some beautiful area where he lives.
That's awesome.
And then he explains how he's got a real good attitude. He explains how it's really tough to find a place because the government won't allow people. They're fighting more and more to stop people from getting off the grid.
Yep.
Yeah, they are.
You can buy a small place and put 3 solar panels on it, and then collect your own rainwater, and they don't want that. They want people paying them taxes.
Yep.
Yes, that's it. Exactly.
But he's got some beautiful videos of overhead views.
That's
homemade
awesome.
Ketchup and bear burgers.
Yeah, he eats. If you watch the way he cooks and what they eat, if you ate like this all the time, that's why these guys don't get sick.
Exactly, because they're eating natural foods without the damn stuff that we put in it.
Exactly.
That's what causes people to get sick. Food. Hey, let me tell you, my father, when he died, his heart was as strong as an ox. He talking about cholesterol. He didn't have problems with cholesterol. He eat bacon every morning. He eat sausage. He eat pork. He eat all, but he also eat collards and turnips and tomatoes and everything that we raised on a farm.
Yeah, it makes a difference. That's the way I was brought up on a farm, and I still eat that way. But anybody can get anything, a disease or something. But I mean, I think I got a good immune system because of the way, I ate the whole milk on the farm all my life. I've been to a doctor twice in my life. Once when I was 10.
I totally agree with you. It's the McDonald's, Burger King, Pizza Hut, all those things that we eat that are not so very good for us that are causing most of the problems.
You can eliminate that stuff and still live a civilized life.
Sure.
Yes, you can.
With 5-star service and electricity and
yes, you can. But you need to come in the reality that you can't eat McDonald's every day and think you're going to be healthy.
You can eliminate all that and eat a healthy meal without having to move out to the woods.
Yeah, right, you can.
Right. It's not for everybody. I would miss definitely, I'm a technology nut.
Yeah.
But, I was brought up on a farm in the woods too and stuff, and I like that part. But sometimes even when you give some of your human food to animals, how they look at you funny, because it's just not good for you.
Really.
I put a piece of bread in the bird feeder one day, and the next day there the 3 birds were sitting there giving me the middle finger. They wanted bird food.
Yeah. All right, Chris, you got anybody? We're gonna have to move on here because we're getting kind of late tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick one because I'm working on something. Hopefully, it'll turn into a guest. You guys have seen the TV show Black Dog Salvage.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But we go down every time we go to Tennessee. We stop through there and look for stuff for our old house, and we buy a bunch of other junk and stuff that we don't need, but we buy it anyways. Well, they got a new YouTube feed. Let's see if I can share this without screwing this up. Hit share. And of course, I can't find it now. How do I
share is at the bottom. Bring your mouse all the way down to the bottom.
Yep. Hit share, right?
Yep. And hit share.
Okay. And got that.
There you go.
Oh, okay. That's not what we wanted.
There it goes.
Yep.
Here we go.
They have a page called Black Dog Builds. And there's not a lot of videos on it. It just started. It's got maybe 5 altogether. I'm sending it to the home page here. Of course, I can't right now. But they got some good ones. This was a shot ski. You mount shot glasses on the ski. And it's different members of their crew. Each week is a different project. So as I skip right to the end, but I show you the finished product.
Chris, go down to his little logo and Black Dog Builds.
Oh, okay, cool.
And click on that, and it'll take it. There you go. It took you right to his homepage.
Yeah, there's only 4 on there right now. They just started this a few weeks back. And at the same time, I've been messaging back and forth with, I'm pretty sure it's somebody from their production company, not Tay Whiteside directly, to get him to come on the show some night with us. Since they're trying to promote this, I think maybe we can get them on it with us.
Well, maybe so. That'd be great.
So, yeah. So, and they do some interesting projects. You guys have seen the show. You've seen these quick projects they do in their shop. So,
yeah, I'd love to have him on the show.
That would be great. I'm hoping it can work out. This cutting board was beautiful.
Yeah, it is. That's awesome.
Skip.
Holy shit! Did you see that that circular saw?
Oh, they got. I want to do a shop tour when I get down there again. I didn't know they did shop tours, and we were on the way out, and I missed it. But they got an awesome shop there. I mean, look at that back there.
Yeah, I know. That's nice. That's some nice
equipment is amazing. So, but
some nice equipment.
It's worth a look at. Look at their page. Look at the YouTube page. Black Dog Builds. I said I get a message out. I'm hoping I can get them to come on some night. But we're a little show compared to their TV presence. I don't know if they really need us, but if they're
Well, their
shows that
channel,
come from
if
them-
they're only getting 600 and 700 views on their channel,
right, it's new,
Uh,
and
it's
I
new,
think
so they
it's
might be
happening-
worth coming on to hear and let's help them. So we'll see how it plays out.
Right. And
Looks
I
like
think
they've
what's
only been
happening with the
going,
TV
what,
show
10 days?
itself, the TV show itself, I think, is starting to run out of steam because they keep moving the schedule around.
Yeah.
And, I follow their Facebook group and they do a live broadcast on Wednesdays at noon. And even watching that, you get a feel that they're in trouble of staying on the air.
Right.
So this will be your outlet now. So
Cool.
Well, they're not doing too
We'll see.
bad if they've only got 4 videos and they've been going for 3 weeks and they've got
Yeah.
No, that's
over 1,000
pretty good.
subscribers.
Yeah. And
that's
they're
pretty
getting,
good. I mean,
yeah,
the
they're
other one
doing
I like
pretty
was
good.
this- I've seen these built before, Christmas trees out of old doors.
Hmm.
Right.
In
Cool.
fact, I was thinking about making one once myself. So.
Very
Anyways,
good.
We'll see. And the other one real quick is WB Fine Woodworking. He's got a ton of videos on here. I only found him like an hour before the show tonight, so I really had a chance to go through them and look at him yet. But it looks like he's got a lot of interesting projects. So I don't know. That's what I got. I'm hoping I
WB
can turn the
Fine
other one into a
Woodworking.
review some night.
Make sure you put the links in the notes
After the show, yeah.
after the show, so everybody can see them.
All right, now how do I get out of this? Stop video. We share.
Oh, I gotta do this again.
Sorry. Oh, stop share. I found it. There we go.
Nope. You got it before I got to it.
I found it.
Well, you
All right,
had
Katie.
better
There's a
luck
little
than I
teeny
did.
sliver up the top.
Yeah, Katie, did you have anybody? Well, we can't hear you.
muted.
Katie.
You're
Can't
muted.
hear you. You're
muted.
muted.
You're muted,
Don't
Kate.
unmute Katie.
Still
We
on.
can't unmute Katie.
There you go.
I
Katie's
don't-
unmuted.
Ah,
You're muted again.
Yeah, you are.
Muted again, Katie.
There you are. You're back, Katie.
Yeah, I can't say all that again.
No, you're
Yeah.
good.
You have to say it all again. We didn't hear you.
You got
I
to say
said
it
I
again.
don't have anybody because y'all ignore me anyway.
Well, that's fine. I just asked you a question. Let's don't get into this real deep and
You know what?
personal.
we
With that, I will
have
drink some
Katie.
orange
She
juice.
doesn't have to bring anything.
I have a couple people that I need to that has actually sent me emails. So let's get over to my email.
Are you making vodka and orange juice there, screwdrivers?
No, of course not.
I look up at the big screen. I see you pouring orange juice in a cup.
It's Florida orange juice.
Jimbo wants to
Horrified.
know if Al will post a picture of his saw on, and maybe we can find someone who knows something about it.
You mean my my shop saw or shop? What am I talking about? I don't know.
I don't know.
Of,
You don't
of
know what you're talking about.
Jimbo's
Well, we knew
saw.
that.
My shopsmith. That's it. That's what it's called.
Oh, yes.
My
Well,
shop.
he's asking if you will post a picture of his saw.
Oh,
So he
of
wants
your
to know
saw.
if- He wants to know if someone knows something about it.
Yeah. I'll go find his picture. I got you now. Oh, duh, the scroll saw. That's what you're talking about. Yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of. It's the orange juice. It's pure, you know. It really is, guys.
Right.
Leave it to Chris to call me out on drinking orange juice.
It's pure vitamin C.
It is. It actually is.
Right. With a little extra kick.
Didn't you guys see me pull the tab off of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't know what's already in the cup.
Look. There's the tab that I pulled off. Okay, hold on.
But what was in the vodka cup? I mean, what was in the cup?
Nothing. There is nothing in the cup to see.
Not
Nothing.
anymore. Not anymore.
Okay, I'm looking for activity. I know exactly what he's saying now.
It's
Yes.
about time.
Right. Yeah, it took me a second. It's drinking that pure orange juice that do it to you.
All right. So I've got a couple of people that emailed me. So let me
Al's going to
share.
share a picture here.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Let Russ go ahead and do that. I'll kind of sneak it in or at the end or whenever.
yeah,
Russ,
I'll share mine. So
'cause I still have to find it.
share. First is, if you can see this, is the Appalachian Heritage Woodshop. He sent me an email asking for us to look at his page. So I haven't been on his page before until tonight, but let's just go with this one, the Appalachian Heritage Woodshop Tour.
Welcome to the Appalachian Heritage Woodshop. Woodworking with an Appalachian flair.
My gosh.
Hey, this is Gerald Vance with the Appalachian Heritage Woodshop. I had a request for a shop tour. I'm not a big fan of those, but I do know a lot of people have asked for it, and I do enjoy seeing other people's shops. So I thought I'd give you a quick shop tour of the Appalachian Heritage Woodshop today. Okay, right here we have a Ford model drill press. I use it quite a bit. I have a cabinet right beside it where I keep all my drill accessories. Right
He looks familiar.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
He reminds me of Mark Lindsay without aviators.
That's it. Yes.
I've got clamp tape, special three-way clamps, some framing.
Kind of the way he speaks too.
Some screw clamps.
Very formal, very
Body clamps.
educated.
You can never have enough clamps.
Oh, definitely. Never can.
My compressor.
I buy them every time I see them on sale.
Yep.
My air hose on a retractable reel.
There's a deal on Harbor Freight. I've got a ticket like for 99 cents. Some of those little grip ones, and I wasn't too big on the grip ones, but with the fork bed, they really helped. I'm gonna go get 10 of them. I think
We're gonna do this one real quick. Going up.
Corners. And then I take one of my wife's candles and just bury a little bit of wax
yes.
on the rounded over corner.
You can slide them in, so he's gonna make like a panel door.
Yeah.
Looks
Yep.
like it. Yeah.
Clean panels, yeah.
That way, if I have any glue squeeze out, it will not stick to the panel. The wax keeps it from sticking.
That is an awesome tip.
I do the same thing with soap, but yeah, it's the same principle.
I use my finger on the very edge.
Oh, she's scanning down some.
You're actually more accurate by feel than you are by sight.
All right. So that was
It's perfectly aligned.
that was the first one. Hold
Good
on, let me.
IQ.
We keeping you awake, Chris?
No,
Apparently not.
You know, Paul, Chris is an old man, you know.
That's true. That's
What do
true.
you want, you know?
You should be
All right,
retired.
hold on. I gotta find that. I had one more.
Just remember, this old man is protecting your shores.
Oh, there it is.
I'm glad of it too.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Chris, you ever seen the Enterprise? The
All right, here we're going for one more.
carrier?
Share screen share. And here is Colorado Crafter. He only has 140 subscribers. And this is one of the ones was in my email. So Easy scrap wood DIY rustic cross project on $5. We'll go ahead and let's take a look at this one.
People like to do crosses.
That is a Ryobi portable saw because I recognize the green.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I see Ryobi on the tag also at the center box.
Yeah, there's that. But
and I think he likes Ryobi, and you know what? I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, well, you know what? I have some Ryobi tools, and they work damn fantastic.
So do I. And
That's all I have. I just bought one of them saws on sale for $139, and it's got a 7-inch stroke on it. It's
look how he did that. Now hold on, that's pretty cool how he laid that out.
That was smart.
Yeah,
that is pretty cool how he laid that out.
Did you get a table saw or a miter saw?
That exact saw he just showed. That was crazy. $139 on sale. That's that Black Friday crap.
The miter saw?
Yeah, the one they just showed, that Ryobi. Usually you just get a chop saw for that price, but for $139 they had that exact one they just showed with the 7-inch slide, and I thought, holy,
nice, staining it up.
So, what is this going to be? I mean, I realize it's a cross, but is it? Oh, I got it now. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Looks great.
I love watching others' creativity and their ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many ideas out there. It's crazy.
There really are.
So he's built a sliding barn door entertainment system.
Yeah,
look at
I
that real
wanted to
quick.
build something like that, but I got no place to put it.
Now that looks like
he's not using like expensive wood like oak or whatever.
That looks like something I would do. Slice my 2x4s up. Yep.
Because you see, you don't have to. They want you to believe you have to go buy maple.
Oh, I totally agree with you.
Oh, and pocket screws?
Pocket screws, yes.
Yep. And you do have to be careful when you're cutting like that on the saw. But yeah, you can make cuts like that, and it works great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to have real expensive tools.
Right. But be real careful. I've gotten lucky. I've pulled some stunts too, but just ask Matt.
Oh, yeah.
I was slicing a beam into 1/4-inch pieces, and he was I could tell he was just hitting his nails.
Colorado crafter.
I wonder where he lives, Russ.
Go over and give him some love about. Well,
yeah.
I would think he lives in Colorado.
Yeah, I'm being facetious, but true.
Yeah, I don't know, but Colorado crafter. So he's the other one.
He just joined in end of September.
Yeah. So. All right. So.
He just proved you could build anything. You don't have to buy, high-end lumber.
Don't.
And and I learned a lot from other guys. But the first thing when they said, you go down to the home shop and you buy all this oak. No, you don't have to go do that.
You don't have to. You can build it out of a SPF, spruce pine fir, that is in the dollar store.
Yeah.
And if you paint it and stain it, or stain it and then finish it, or you know what I'm saying, it can look really, really nice. And
I'll try to do this because I don't have it on this computer, but this is a copy of something I built from Pottery Barn. I'm trying to get on my screen here.
Yeah. See, that's
beautiful. That's one of my favorite builds.
That top.
I love
What did you do with the top? How'd you get the top that wide? Did you put the stuff together?
I just glued them all up together and clamped
Yeah.
them up.
Yeah.
And
One of my favorite builds that you did, Chris, was the phone.
oh, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was when you stood there and you said, "What were you ordering on it?" You did
pizza.
some the
I ordered
pizza. Yeah, you were ordering a pizza on it. That was I loved that video. That has been one of my favorite videos of yours. He built
got a
an
couple
old
video
antique
ideas.
like phone on the wall where you have the mouthpiece and put it up on your ear and talk. That's to me that was one of my favorite builds that you did.
Oh, good, thanks. I got a couple ideas for projects this spring, and the video is going to start with me taking an order over the phone. So,
On that, cool.
So at least the phone stays active, because right now it just sits in my shop, take up
Right.
space. So
Yeah.
You disconnect it for the winter?
yes.
He takes it, puts it off hook, Paul. He
Oh,
takes
is
it.
that what it is?
The
Put that
funniest
in
part of that is, and I hope she's not watching because I don't know who it was, but when we were down in Atlanta, I was on the way into the hall and some woman and her husband were going by me the opposite direction. And she stopped me. She goes, "You're the one that made the phone." And I had to take a second to think, yeah, I did. Yeah. You mean the old wall mount? She goes, yeah. Oh, that was great. I loved how you were able to make a phone call on it. And I'm looking over her shoulder and her husband, his eyes are rolling back in his head.
Okay.
Like, well, yeah, thank you. I didn't want to wreck her fantasy. I said, thank you. That's all I said.
Well,
It caught
anyway.
me off guard too.
Al, didn't you have a picture to show of?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I'm
I gotta
sorry.
find it again, but yes, I do because
What
I
are
got like 20 million tabs.
What are you going to show a picture of now?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Jimbo has a saw that he doesn't know what it is. Or
Yes.
something.
Yeah. Here I got it.
I know what it is.
You do?
Mhm.
What is it, Russ?
I don't know the name of it, but it's a very
old, right?
Yeah, it's old and it's intricate.
Yes.
Actually, the top of the blade is held with a spring.
Yes, it
and
is.
the bottom is held with a motor. And
Let me
it
show it,
pulls
Russ,
up
if I
and
can,
down.
so they can
I'm
see.
trying to remember the name of the saw.
Russ, if you'll allow me to share it.
Go ahead and share it.
There it is right there, guys. And I searched the web. Go ahead, Russ, talk about it because
I don't remember the name of it, but it's a very intricate scroll saw because the blade is constantly perpendicular because the upper part of that is nothing more than a spring to pull the blade back up. This big cylinder that you see at the top.
Yes.
And the motor pulls the blade down, the spring pulls it back up, and it's cycle. It's very perpendicular. I'm trying to think of the name, and I can't. I'll have to look it up. But that is like a very, even though it's old, if you can get that saw to work or refurbish it, it would be very, very accurate due to the fact that the blade goes up and down.
I've got a question for Jimbo. What about it? Could there be some type of casting underneath between the wood up underneath and the bottom of the saw? Could there be something up underneath?
No, it's the motor.
Yeah.
It is separate from the front of the saw.
Yeah,
and
it
they
looks
use
like
that board to hold them back.
Okay.
It looks like an old Westinghouse motor.
Yeah, it's something similar to that. That's a very antique old saw or scroll saw.
Yes.
If you don't want it, Jim, send it to me. I'll take it in a heartbeat. But yeah, that's a very antique old scroll saw. And the thing about it was they were so precision because of the fact that the way the blade moved up and down in its path, and it didn't have a lot of rock forward and back.
Too cool.
See, I would get that running and clean the top, the tabletop, but I would not get rid of all that rust and patina.
Well, I
just love that look.
Yeah, the motor would, even if it didn't work, you could replace the motor. Is there another picture of it, Al?
Yeah, I think it was just the two. He might have.
No, we'll stop. Nope, go back to where you were. Yep. All right. See how the motor's on the back end? Even if that motor didn't work, you could replace it with a motor from today.
Right.
You would need to find out what the RPM of that motor was. and I would assume that it would be very low, like 1250 or something like that.
Yeah. It's clearly going to need another belt.
But my point is you could find a low RPM motor and replace it from a motor from the day and still make the front part work.
Right. Yeah, I know a lot of people would jump to restore the whole thing and repaint it. And no, I love that patina, that color, that look.
You would want to, even though if you didn't do all that, you would want to make sure that the parts that were inside were up, lubricated and everything was good.
Sure, absolutely. You want to make it work, but my God, that just sings to me, that look. I like old tools and stuff like that. So,
yeah, I looked on the web at different pictures for about half an hour, 45 minutes, and I could not find anything close. The closest I came to finding it, I can't remember what it was called, but it was a Montgomery Ward's saw and an old Craftsman, I think Dunlaps or something like that. Or Dillard's, or I don't know, some store.
Now, there is a specific name for that saw. And I don't know what it is. Steve Good may know, and I know another person that may know. So when he got it, James, keep hold of that saw, don't let it go, because that's like a very antique, and you won't find another one like it.
All right, share those pictures with me. Well, I want to do some research too.
Yeah, I will get a hold of the. I know Steve Good will know what it is. I'm at a loss. They were
everything.
that I know the name of it. I can't think of, but the up part of that cylinder that's up top is nothing more than a spring.
Yeah, it almost looks like a Dunlap or something like.
Yeah, but
it's not a Dunlap though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so the motor pulls the blade down, and the spring puts tension on the spring, and the spring pulls it back up in the cycle. And it's a very precision. It actually in its time was a very precision scroll saw because of the fact that it was perpendicular. The blade stayed perpendicular.
Has anybody else seen? I've only seen some pictures from old catalogs of the old kettle scroll saws that actually had a mini lathe on it. So you could turn real small parts for spindles, and like if you're building clocks and
I haven't seen that one.
This was they were still doing the pedal scroll saws and some of the super early electric. But they actually had a mini lathe on.
There was a guy.
I'm sorry.
I just going to say there was a guy that was on my show in some of the earlier shows, like in season 1 or whatever, and he had some of those scroll saws that you showed, and there was a specific name for them. So I'm trying to think of his name, but I can't. I'm at a loss, but I will do some research. But Jim, keep hold of that, because that is like an antique. And even though you may have paid pennies for it, and you may put it up for sale, nobody else wants it, that is an antique. I would keep it.
Like a voice crane saw, doesn't it?
Yeah. So that's an antique.
Somebody followed. No, wait, never mind.
Would you hear that little jingle?
That little bell?
That's somebody came in my door. I have a ring.
I thought we have it too.
I thought it was somebody peed at YouTube.
A ring doorbell. So when somebody comes up to my door, it lets me know that somebody's coming up. And then I have video surveillance of my front of my house, so I know when people are around, and I video recorded.
All right, Russ, a couple quick things because I'm going to sign off soon.
Well, go ahead, because I'm going to sign off right behind you.
I'll give a shout out to our buddy Izzy. Izzy had back surgery this past week. Izzy Swan. So I hear he's back on his feet, moving slowly, but He's up and about. So
Good to hear, because I was going to ask about Izzy before we
Yeah.
bailed out. What's
He
back
had
there?
back surgery. He's
I
been
know he had
having
back surgery.
back problems for quite some time. He was actually forced into the point that he was almost on one of those scooters where he had to get around. And they performed, from my understanding, it was like a 10 or 12-hour surgery, from what I read. And it is supposed to be thumbs up. It took him a while in ICU to get, I mean, when you've been in surgery that long, your body has to come back to adjustments. So I saw a video this afternoon of him with a back brace and up and walking around.
Right, I saw it too. Right.
And the pain meds give you tear your body up too. I mean,
yes, the pain meds do. They mess with you. That's the reason I don't like taking them. I have the sciatica, and I would rather not take them because they just render you like stupid. I mean, you feel like ass. There's no other way to explain it. You feel bad. It takes the pain away, but you just don't feel good. So, so I hope that Izzy, I hope you get better, and I hope you feel a lot better and you recover from this real quick, man. And I hope the surgery was a
he's one of the
success.
hard guys. He's a tough guy. He'll be back.
He is. He'll be back. He will be back. So
I'm gonna have him on some night.
I have asked him on a couple of times. He told me yes, but every time I turn around, he's like, "Oh, I forgot."
Well, you know, if you follow him along, he's got 10 million things going on at the same time. So,
and I realize that.
So it's not hard to believe he forgot.
He's almost as popular as I am.
Yeah, about that much, but
I figured you gets that.
So,
yeah, I figured you catch it. It was a smart ass comment, but I had to do it. But anyway, so yeah, we're gonna cut out of here. Thank you, Katie. We missed you.
Missed you guys.
Well, come on back every week. Come on.
We
Yeah,
need
well,
more Katie.
I've been lot going on, and I'm seriously angry. And like I said, I ran one fence guy off. I mean, I was.
But
not even
here's
happy
my
about it.
here's my point. When you come on with us, it should make your day a whole lot better.
It does. It really does.
Yeah, because we love you. I mean, my wife loves you to death. She, like when you give me a hard time, she's just sitting there like laughing. She'll watch the video and I'll hear her laughing. What are you laughing at? She goes, Katie. So, but we love you to death. And so.
Oh, good. I'll send her a dog.
Okay. Yeah, right. So, but come on back and thank you, Brenda, Al.
Yes, sir.
Paul, Dixon, Chris. Thank you all for being here tonight. And I think I said it before, but Jim Bashir's aunt has passed away. Did I say this before?
Yes.
Yeah. She
And
just built out on YouTube.
yeah, and so that's the reason he's not here this week. So we wish him well and thoughts and prayers for him while he's going to be with his aunt at his aunt's funeral. So that's about all. There's only one thing that I have left to do. I'm trying to see. Yeah, I'm trying to see. And I'll just do it from here. If you're too darn busy to get out in your shop and make some sawdust, you're just too darn busy. Just give me sawdust, lots of sawdust all around me and everywhere. I like it flying all around my shop and even in my beard and hair. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you being here so very much. And God bless.
Last call. Remember, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go over to Restream and tell it to toggle off.